What's up YouTube, Car221 here, and welcome to a quick overview of the Forgotten Age of Empires 2 HD Edition DLC. So this just came out today, and it was actually original mod for Age of Empires 2, and it's like, it was free as a mod, but now for Age of Empires Online it's like $9. I wish it was like $5, but I looked at like the benefits of it. It's so cool. Like, for someone who's never played this, of course. Let me just talk about this. For instance, up here, I saw this is the Indians, by the way. They're with Middle Eastern culture. Basically, they had a boar, and they were baiting it. So one villager shot it, and it ran away. And then all villagers were shooting at the boar, so it was running. That's like it's a common tactic used by human players. And then we have the Slavs here, who have similar architecture to the Maginars or Magars. These guys were pretty much, they're in the eastern part of Germany, and basically there's like a huge battle, and I believe there's a huge battle between them and the Holy Roman Empire, or like the Germanics at the time, and then Otto I became like the first Holy Roman Empire. There's something like that where these guys were like considered pagan and they're beaten significantly by a Christian. So you can see they have all new architecture for their buildings here. It's like a rustic, it's even more rustic than the standard like Vikings or Goth architecture. So this is the colonial age for these guys, and this is what it looks like for the castle age. And look at that castle. Now I'm the Italian, so I'm gonna get to castle age here. So some of the basic unique units. What's kind of interesting if we just go into this, so I'm the Italians right now. We have this cool technology, which gives us, it's an Italian mercenary unit if we're teamed up with an Italian player. So it'd be kind of cool to see about using that. We have the Genoese crossbowmen. You guys know I hate these from Medieval 2. Our unique technology is they have extra armor, paves, which is the shield on their back, I believe. And I think Silk Road. I'm not sure if that's... No, anything else? Not really. Let's go back to some of the other nations. Civilizations. This is very exciting for me. We got the Slavs here, who we saw are not doing so hot. They've added a third Eagle Warrior to an Elite Eagle Warrior, from just an Eagle Scout to an Eagle Warrior to an Elite Eagle Warrior. These guys have the Boyar, which is actually, it looks like a pretty cool unit. It looks like it's heavily armored. It resists a melee attack. I'm assuming this is good against infantry. Monks have extra armor. That's actually really interesting. Androzina. So these guys are kind of like early Russians. Infantry. Wow, that would be amazing. Infantry do damage to adjacent units. It's kind of like the duple soldiers from Rome. Let's go to the Indians really quickly. Now I figured, okay, let's think about Indians from Age of Empires 3. They had elephants with cannons on them. Let's see if they're gonna go that cheap. Imperial camels. Wow, that's a new unit. So they have the elephant archer. And then they have Sultan's income. Gold income 10% faster for trades, mines, relics. That's very useful, actually. And cannoneers have extra range. Nice. Let's go look at the last civilization, the Inca. I think there's one more. Did I forget one? We have the Indians, the Italians, the Slavs. Oh yeah, so I'll go over the Magars in a second. These guys have Elite Eagle Warriors to kind of combat. Their unique unit's actually really cool. I can't pronounce this, like Kamayuk. This is basically a anti-cavalry Inca unique unit. It makes sense because they do not have... Ooh, they have a slinger too. They do not have any cavalry, obviously. So they could really counter heavy. Like they'd be pretty good at countering the French with the halberders, the Elite Eagle Warriors, and their unique unit. And they started the free llama, which I stole from them. Houses support 10 population instead of 5. Oh, the blacksmith upgrades go to villagers also. Buildings cost less stone. They have the slinger also. As the Italians, villagers cost less every age. No, that's the Indians, sorry. Villagers cost less every age. Fishermen work faster. Carry extra of that. Their camels have extra armor. They have the elephant archer and the imperial camel. Pretty sweet indeed. The Sultans already talked about that. Went over the Incas, Slavs. Work rate is good. Tracking is free. That is trying to figure out what she tracking. They have extra line of sight, and they have Orthodox monks and Drazina. They have their cavalry one over, and the last civilization were the Magyars. I'm gonna actually use some of these guys later, but maybe I'll do a thing covering the civilizations. One strike. Villagers kill wolves with one strike. Wow, that is amazing. Blast furnace, iron cannon. So their blacksmith stuff is free, and their cavalry doesn't cost as much. These guys have a Hussar. Magyar cast Hussar. Good versus siege, so kind of like a lighter cavalry unit. Still pretty cool though. So I'm pretty impressed with what they added. I mean, even if we just look at my walls here, like that's new. I mean, I want to show you guys castle. And the new thing they added was this. So if we remember at the beginning, you want to build some like basic wooden walls. You couldn't like palisade walls. You're cheap to slow down the enemy. But we didn't have gates, so you were kind of like boxing yourself in. So it's kind of cool they added that. And I'm still going to the castle edge. I'm just impressed with the oh, that's the boyard, and the gate's open. So I've kind of seen some impressive things with the AI. I've seen some less impressive things, like letting the enemy build walls here and gates and just have free access to your domain, and sending a villager against the tower. Now the tower does not have, I think it's, let me see the technology here. Murder holes? Yeah, that's right, murder holes. It's not a murder hole, so obviously it can't like fire from point blank. So this guy's to build a town center. I want to see an Indian castle. I'm assuming it's going to be the same as mine. I'm kind of interested about my own. I want to see like my own Italian Genoese crossbow, and so I'll definitely build a couple of those just to show you guys what they look like. I haven't seen much in Inca. They look just standard like the Aztecs and Mayans. I can see how some of these are sort of forgotten. Like I could see how the Incas were forgotten because they have the Aztecs and the Mayans. You might as well have the Incas, like one of the. I mean, I think the Incas were even more powerful than the Mayans. These guys look pretty sweet. Wish you could zoom in a little bit. That was one of the complaints. So it looks like this guy might be rebounding. After, well, the problem is his gold's right there, and this tower's affecting him. Never let your enemy put some gold. Okay, there we go. Look at that, is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna send my gold people to build a. I'm not sure how I like this castle, to be honest. That's alright. Wow, that tower looks kind of weird. I don't think I like the castle look for the Italians. I think this one looks pretty cool. And this has been at. Is that an onion fish building that? Oh, they're putting the upstairs castle. So I'm curious if the Italian one, I mean, if the Indians are slightly different. It's very good to break through the walls of those petards. So I'm gonna be doing some more of the campaign coming up. But I'm gonna give an update video explaining like the schedule for that. So I just want to see the castle and then pop out a couple of my unique units. Wow, those guys are just suicide bombers, literally, like. And the AI. It's quite fun to do this online with a friend or two, but I would not, like, I would just do it with my friend. But I would not, like, recommend, like, a 4v4. I don't think it can handle it. It lags when it's on just two of us, but we're playing against a bunch of AIs. I haven't done online of this yet. Like, I haven't played against other people. Like, I got into a game and then I had to quit because I had to go. So this is a castle for the Italians. Wow, these guys cost a lot. Go on, forging. Look at them. They must be wanting to build like a castle or something. Let's check out what our. Oh, that church looks really nice, actually. So I definitely like the architecture. I'm curious about the 4th age. Let's go to the 4th age just to see what it looks like. Oh, they got a little shield. Oh, I'm gonna deal with them in the south. Yeah, we're not gonna build a barracks here. So let's just see what kind of, like, if they just shoot like a standard crossbow or like the repeater crossbows the Chinese have. Totally destroyed my wall there. So I'm gonna pop out a monk here and capture that relic. Not overly powerful, actually. That guy didn't even have any armor, too. That's the sad thing. Let's see if we can get rid of this guy. Don't have a ton of range. Start with 4 range. The basic range of a French axeman. Right? So French throwing axeman. Interesting. Have these guys built a castle yet? Are these guys even in the castle age? Nope. That's what a barracks looks like for these guys. So the Slavs look pretty cool, I think, personally, as a civilization. Definitely like their architecture. And the Italian architecture is pretty cool, minus the castle. I can't understand the logic of just sending these guys out back. So these guys don't have a ton of attack. If we like... Before I do this, let me just... I'm kind of comparing to the other civilizations. So the Italians, right? We have the Genoese crossbowmen. That is 6 attack. Let's go to a standard longbow of the Britons. Remember, 4 range. These guys are 6 attack also. And 5 range. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let's go to the Chinese. Eight attacks. These guys are by far the... I don't think they can get a ton of range, but these guys are by far the highest attack unit originally starting out without upgrades. Okay, so you just pretty much need to upgrade your archers. Out of curiosity, so let's go to the Slavs here. So this guy is 12 attack, Cavalier. And the Boyar is 12. Wow, that's as good as the Cavalier. A basic knight is less attack. How much armor does this guy have? 12? And this guy has 2. Oh, 10. No, 2 armor, 2 piece. 10 attack, 2 armor. No armor. Cool stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If we keep getting likes and comments on my Barbarossa campaign, I'll put up some of these campaigns possibly. But I want to get through the core of the Age of Empires, Age of Kings campaigns first. So these campaigns are an option in the future. Just remember to leave some comments and likes in the description. Likes down below. Tell me what you think. Do you guys remember playing the Forgotten? And if you do, what is your favorite civilization? I've only tried the Italians for a couple minutes here. Okay, that just changed your town center. Like, didn't change any buildings. Anyway, according to you 2 on time, hope you enjoyed. Wait, what? That's their guy. That's their unique unit. That, yeah, I would not want to mess with this guy. He's got a bunch of armor and 7 attack. Look, you can hit him at range, too. Cool. So we saw a unique unit before we ended. Do we have any... Have these guys shown any unique units? Obviously the Boyars are kicking butt. These guys have any castle? Nope, so I don't get to see their unit, but I'm assuming we kind of know what it's like. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Carn22 on top. If you enjoyed, remember to leave some comments and likes down below, and I'll see you later.